I'm Rob Richards with Nutraceuticals and welcome back to this week's Faster Fat Loss Workout. Today I've got a 22-minute full body, follow along, no equipment needed workout. This is going to be a real banger. You're going to love this. Let's get right into it. Just like with every great workout, we need to start with a great warm-up. Now, I'm already warmed up, but if you need to warm up, we've got a video just for you. You can pause this video next and check the link in the video description below. We've got a great full body 7-minute warm up. It will show you everything you need to do to get right and ready for this exercise. So go check it out and then join me back here. Are you ready? Great, okay. First exercise is gonna be jumping jacks. Make sure you hit that like button and you got notifications turned on. More on that later. With that being said, let's jump right into this workout in 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Now, if you're anything like me, I know we've all done these at school, but actually it's a great exercise. Think about what we're doing. Utilizing every major muscle group, the legs, the arms, the shoulders. We're light on the feet so the heels aren't slamming down onto the floor. You want to be agile, functional, and athletic, and that's exactly what this workout is. All the time, utilizing our stored body fat as the fuel source. So it's a double win there. We're also going to get our heart rate up, which will boost our metabolic rate. Again, burning more calories throughout the day, long after we finish this workout. So really commit to these 22 minutes. A few more seconds, we're going to keep going right to the end. Arm circles. So give our lower body a bit of a rest. We'll do 30 seconds forwards and 30 seconds back. What I'm doing with my legs is just kind of stretching out the calves as well. So just keeping some movement going around, holding the arms out, lengthening the arms. And during this time, you can also focus on your breathing. Big deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Okay, that's our 30-second point. Let's change the rotation. It's also a really great warm-up for our shoulders. So next time you hit the upper body, especially shoulders, add a few sets of these in during your first few warm-up sets. It's gonna help increase blood flow, circulation to the muscle. Those 60 seconds, gotta hold on, focus all the way through. Toe touches, okay. Just like the name says. You can see from the side, I'm keeping my knees slightly soft. This way, I'm really activating the hamstrings. I'm not just keeping the legs locked out and trying to reach down. So, a bit of a stiff-legged deadlift here. Extending my hips down like that. Really feeling it on the hamstring. And make sure you finish strong when you come up. Shoulders back, chest up. Got about 15 seconds left, so I want to also focus on the abdominal region, keeping those tight, your belly button pulled in towards your lower spine, nice strong core. Heel raises on this one. So this, keeping the ball of my feet flat, we're just elevating up at the heel. Again, keeping our agility and balance with this one. Really great exercise to activate the lower limbs of our legs. Really get those calf muscles engaged, warmed up. Again, another great warm up for leg day. When you train legs, add a few of these in, get some toe taps in there as well. It's about circulating blood to that muscle and get the lower limbs working. 15 seconds, I know, starts to burn. That lactic acid starts to build up. Push through. Like I said, just a minute of each exercise. Okay, now 2 minutes rest, which might seem like a long time, but this will go by pretty quick, and then we got 4 more exercises. So during this time, we're gonna add some light stretches in. If you need to hydrate, I got some amino fast there. If you're sweating already, towel it off. But I like to just keep moving, even on the spot. I don't wanna elevate my heart rate. I'm trying to keep that somewhat controlled and down. But just working the back of the legs, getting the heels up there. Again, activating the hamstrings. Some light shoulder stretches here as well. We've got about 45 seconds left. Start to add some shoulder shrugs in there. Twenty seconds. Let's get ready for that next exercise. Heart rate's back down, which means we can start to push a little bit harder and keep that intensity up there. Supermans. For this, we're gonna take it down onto the floor. Long arms, long legs, and we're raising our hands and legs at the same time. So keep them as long as you can if you want to keep your hands connected. But look, here's the key. We only need to raise them about 6 inches off. We're not trying to get them as high as we can. So working the upper back, the lower back here, the hamstrings are still engaged. I'm feeling this one. Got just under 30 seconds left. Look, one great thing about this style of faster fat loss workouts, we're not repeating any of the exercises. So even if this one isn't your favorite, it's the only time you'll do it. So push through, see it through to the end, make it count. Right into our side plank rotation. So here, I'm gonna position myself in a side plank. Just gonna drop my right shoulder down, allowing me to pivot and rotate. Great exercise for the obliques, these V-like muscles at the side of our six-pack abs. It's important that we really work the body through a whole approach. We're not just focusing on one particular muscle group. So 30 seconds, I'm gonna turn over, rotate, making sure my hips aren't sagging down. Straight line from my shoulders, through my hips to my heels. My feet are stacked on top. Got about 10 seconds left. Okay, next up, chair crunches. I got a bench here, so we're gonna jump right into that. Heels on top, knees over our hips. We're gonna crunch our top abs up. At the same time, press down on the heels. Help us elevate and lift the lower part of our body up to really engage the lower abs and the upper abs at the same time. Once again, focus on your breathing. Make sure that you are exhaling deeply from the stomach, especially when we're working abs. Really want to contract and engage the abs at the top. So we're just pausing momentarily up at the top. We got some push-ups. Let's go run into that. got a minute of these. So I'm gonna control my tempo. And typically with push-ups, we do what, 10, maybe 15 reps at a time. We can do that in about 20, 30 seconds, but for a minute, I feel we're gonna pace ourselves. So I'm kind of pausing a little longer at the top and bottom. Still feeling it in my chest. It's 30 seconds. Oh yeah, I'm starting to feel that now. That muscular fatigue. All I say here, just dig deep, keep pushing through. We've got a 2-minute rest coming up. Feel that burn in the chest.
Get ready for rest.
Yeah. Now, aren't you glad that we got 2 minutes of rest? Whew. I'm gonna keep hydrating, just taking small sips. We don't need to gulp down large quantities of fluid. Now, even though I'm resting, I don't want to sit down. I don't want to shut my body down and then have to immediately get back into more exercise and movement. So just stay kind of moving around, add some shoulder shrugs in, or just keep the legs mobile. But I want you to focus on your breathing. Big, long, deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale. Do this slowly. It's a great technique to help control your breathing. And I find this really helps if at any point throughout the day you feel anxious, stressed, start to worry, all of these different factors. The one thing you can control is your breathing. So make use of that, especially during workouts like this. We've got 2 more rounds coming up. 4 minutes rest. We're gonna finish strong on those final 4 exercises. So 30 seconds. I know we got a lot of upper body still, so I'm gonna make sure my shoulders are nice and mobile, warm. Keep my legs going too. Got about 15 seconds. Ask yourself this, are you ready? Are you mentally prepared? Yeah, get ready. A few seconds left. We're gonna start with hand walkout push-ups. So feet shoulder width apart. We're gonna walk out, back into that push-up. I like to finish this position by coming upright and then keeping those knees soft as I walk out. Whew. Chest is still on fire from those last push-ups we did. But like I said, a lot of upper body movement. At least with this exercise, we're not just continually doing a push-up. So a little bit more movement going on as well. You're gonna feel this in the hamstrings. Come upright, shoulders back. Keep your chest lifted up. Right into lunges. So 2 different ways we can do this. I'm gonna start with a step back lunge. With this, we take one leg back, keep that heel raised off the floor, and simply just lower our body down, keeping our shoulders and hips stacked. You'll also see with my front leg, I'm not extending the toes with my knee. So I'm taking the weight back as opposed to pushing it forward. This particular technique with these step back lunges, much better if you have sensitive knees, some soreness in the knees. And again, you want to execute that exhale on the effort. So breathe out when you step back up.
Get ready for Goblet Squat.
A couple more on each. Goblet Squat. For this one, wider stance, toes turned out. Gonna feel this much more on the inner thighs. But we still wanna execute with good form. Push your hips back. Again, knees are not extending forwards. And we are keeping our back straight and our chest up. You don't wanna be hunching forwards as you squat down. Being nice and proud, stand tall, keep the shoulders pulled back. And again, where's your breathing cadence? Exhale on the effort. You do anything for a minute, you're gonna start to feel those muscles burn. So ask yourself this, where are you feeling? Where in your body are you feeling the muscles being worked? For me, it's the outer region as well of the thighs. We've got a big movement coming up, tuck jumps. So with these, I like to get down nice and low, come up and tuck, and then reset and go again. Therefore, it's not a continuous up and down movement. We got an explosive power movement in there as well, but we can keep that momentum and that explosive drive up. So the tuck is just really getting the knees up to the chest. You want to drive yourself up with enough explosive force that you can bring your knees up towards your chest. Breathing is getting heavier now. Big muscles at work here. And I'm using my arms to help create a bit of momentum and project myself up. Whew. Great job, but we're not done. There's still work left to do. Once again, focus on your breathing, control your breathing, be in charge of your breathing so that you can get your heart rate starting to drop back down. Feel a little bit more in control of these final 4 exercises that we've got coming up. I also find with this, it's key to keep your airway open. Stand tall. Allow your lungs to fill with air, as opposed to being hunched over and taking shorter breaths, shallow breaths. That's not going to do anything to help you get your heart rate back down. Okay, we've got just over a minute left. Do what you need to do, towel off, hydrate. I've got a little bit of amino fast left in here. We've got some upper body coming up. So, started with some upper body, a lot of movement, arm circles, jumping jacks, toe touches. We hit some upper body, lower body. We're gonna do a little mix right at the end, this final round. 4 minutes. Commit to these. Finish strong. I want every rep of each exercise to be the same quality, the same focus as you do when you're feeling fresh, renewed, energized at the start of the workout. That's the difference between champions. They finish strong, they push on through, they do what they need to do. Okay, triangle push-ups. For this one, we're gonna go down, hands in a triangle, abs in tight. I'm gonna lower my chest down. It's a lot of effort required by the triceps. Instead of taking a break, you can always drop down onto the knees. Maybe increase your range of motion here because there's less weight on. Triceps, quite a small muscle. So when we're working with dumbbells or other weights, or even body weight, my triceps just don't have the same strength as my chest, my back, or my legs. So again, you can go full length. Maybe get a solid 3, 4, 5 reps. And then when you start to fail, drop down onto the knees and keep going. Finish strong, even if we make that regression. Whew. Wow, chest, arms, shoulders. We've got a plank now. So for this, we're still working the abs. Lift the hips up, straight body from shoulders through your hips to your heels. Keep those hips up, not too high, don't drop them down too low. Wow. You can always reset. You want to make sure your shoulders are directly over your elbows. You can really bridge with your ab muscles. Breathing, focus on the breathing. That heart rate. If you can be in control of your breathing and your heart rate, you can withstand this duration. Just a minute. We can do it. In and out. 2 more exercises. So, hands back just outside of our hips. We're gonna draw our knees in towards our chest. Exhale on each rep. Building up a sweat now. Again, that's a byproduct. If we're getting hot, our muscles are working, and that heat is a byproduct of that energy. So, this is a faster fat loss workout. We are using fat. Those explosive tuck jumps, they got me hot. Body fat is the preferred fuel source of these sustained workouts. Okay, we got burpees coming up. I'm gonna get up for this. Down we go, kick out, up, and spring up. Again. I'm gonna pace myself for these. Still a lot of muscles at work here. Next time you do this routine, think about how much fuel you got left in the tank. There's a way that we can conserve energy, and there's times that we want to leave nothing left in the tank. Let's get one more. Ha. Okay, look, we started off with what seemed to be quite a slow, easy workout. But as always, we start to build up, we start to ramp up that intensity. You can tell from my deep breathing, the sweat that I've got going on too. These 22 minutes, compare that to 20 minutes on a treadmill or doing some cardio. This not only works all of our muscles for muscular endurance, but it challenges us in a variety of different ways and movements that we wouldn't be doing if we stuck with a treadmill. Whew. All right, guys, let me know which of these exercises you like the most and which one maybe pushed you the hardest. If there's one exercise that you wanted to remove, what would that be? Maybe I'll drop a comment in there as well. Anyway, hit that like button if you like these follow along style workouts, and be sure you are subscribed to the channel. We have these new faster fat loss workouts dropping every Sunday. So again, if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you do have notifications turned on. That way you can be alerted and follow along as soon as we drop them. Guys, keep pushing hard, keep training hard, stay focused, and I'll catch you here on the next video.